Hi there, students. Ken. Ken. Okay, a noun, both countable and uncountable. And then as a verb, to ken as well. And obviously, ken is a shortening of Kenneth. Hey, Ken. Yeah? Okay, so to ken, to know. Ken as a noun, knowledge and understanding. Let's see. This subject is beyond my ken. It's more than I understand. It's not in my field of knowledge. I don't know about it. Now, notice this word ken is particularly a Scottish word. Do you ken what's happening? Do you know what's happening? If you use this word ken, particularly as a verb, you're giving something a Scottish feel. Okay, you're making it sound Scottish. I think most normally in standard English, I think the phrase you will find is beyond my ken, and that's where I would recommend that you use it. That's where I recommend it be used. I like that phrase, it be used. Okay, so they were talking about things beyond my ken, and my mind just turned off, and then I went to sleep. Okay, so ken, it's talking about knowledge, understanding, your range of knowledge. Maybe you could find it's not in my ken. It's not in my ken. It's not in my range of knowledge. Okay, so ken, to know, to understand. I think you can also use this talking about your range of vision. Yeah, to quote Shakespeare, "'Tis double death to drown in ken of shore, within sight of shore." But I think this is pretty old-fashioned and pretty archaic, and I wouldn't use ken like that. Use ken to talk about knowledge. Yeah. So, do you know about this? It's not in my ken. So the question here is formality. I think it's beyond my ken. It's beyond the ken of most people. I think you could, I'm going to give it a 4.5 in formality. I think the phrase beyond my ken you can use informally, semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, but no more than semi-formal writing. I think in the phrase, do you ken John Peel? Do you know? Meaning to know, I think I'm going to give it a 4 in formality, maybe even a 3.5, but I wouldn't recommend you use it apart from in my ken or beyond my ken in other situations, unless you're trying to give a piece of writing or something a Scottish feel to it. Maybe if you're writing about the Loch Ness Monster or the Battle of Culloden or Braveheart or something like that, maybe you could use the word ken, to know, just to give it a Scottish feeling. Okay, so ken, to know, knowledge, understanding. Let's see, it's related to, or it comes from an Old English word senon, to make known, to acknowledge, to declare, from Proto-Germanic, so canijana or canijala, to be able. Okay, so effectively ken, it's related to can, yeah, to be able to do something, yeah. So ken, knowledge, it's beyond my ken, so I hope this word ken is no longer beyond your ken, although I think the use of it is fairly restricted. Okay, so yeah, how they managed to make such a huge mess is completely beyond my ken. It's beyond my knowledge. I have no idea. So I guess enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Ken.